Good morning children. Today before we start the lesson I want to give one correction here. In exercise 1.2 find the equivalent fraction to the fourth place. It was given in the question, it was asked in exercise 1.4 and I taught you another method also. In your book one method was given and I taught you in another method, but if you check but actually what is given in the book I have never seen that method given in earlier wherever I have studied or wherever I have taught. I have never seen that method, but that is correct. But when it comes to find the fourth place or third place, I feel it is wrong. Okay, and you can check your answer also from the back side of your book. The answer is given in maths, the last end of the page in maths portion. The answer what is given, the same method in the book, that way if you do that method, answer is not given in your book backside. Okay, you can check. Suppose now in fourth question the first one is 3 by 7. Okay, so here according to the books one, you can find the powers of 7, otherwise powers of 3. It was given in your book, it is given powers. Actually it's supposed to be multiples. Okay, so here it is given powers. That means you have to do 7 into 7. Next one you have to multiply 7 into 7 into 7. Next one you have to multiply 7 into 7 into 7 into 7, like this, no? 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, that way it was given. So if you multiply you will get a bigger number. Okay, so 7 sevens are 49. So now 7 into 7 49, 49 into 7, 9 sevens are 63, 4 sevens are 28, so 34. Okay, see, it will be the second place 49, and this will be the third place 343, and this will be the fourth place. So this will be the bigger than this number, it will come. That means in denominator of the equivalent fraction it should come 49 343, but in your book backside it is not given the same way, it is given in another way. Okay, so that is given the method what I have taught. The same method I have taught you. First you have to multiply, start from 2. So 3 2s are 6, 7 2s are 14. Next I told after 2 then you will multiply the numerator and denominator by the next number, that is 3. 3 3s are 9, 7 3s are 21. Again after that you have to multiply by 4. After that you have to multiply by 5. Okay, so the equivalent fraction is 6 by 14, 9 by 21, 12 by 28, 15 by 35. So this is the way only I have done, I have learned, and I have taught also, and I have seen. I have taught many years, I have seen this is a method, but I have not seen this method. And if you check in your book also, this is the answer is given: 6 by 14, 9 by 21, 12 by 28, 15 by 35. It is given this answer. It is not given with the denominator 49 and with the denominator 343. The bigger numbers are not given. Okay, so I feel this method is wrong. This method is, according to the question, it is wrong. For equivalent fraction this can be also equivalent fraction, but the question it is asked to find it in third place or fourth place. If it is asked that way, this method is wrong. Okay, for equivalent fraction it is correct, but if it is asked in places of 4 or 5 like that, this method is wrong. Okay, so you can check in your book also, answers are not given according to your book method, it is given the method I have taught. You can verify and you can change it. Okay, so don't do what is given in the book, so follow what I have taught you. Okay, now we are going to learn the fraction, to reduce the fraction. Okay, reducing the fraction means how much you can divide. Now you will go on divide, and when you divide you have to divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. Okay, if suppose if there is a number now 4 by 25 is there, you see 4 you can divide by 2, but 25 you cannot divide by 2, you can divide it by 5. You cannot divide by like this different number. If you are dividing, you have to divide by the same number. Suppose if it is the number is like this, 7 by 15. Now 7 is a prime number, you cannot divide by any number, but 15 it is a composite number, so you can divide by 3 and you can divide by 5 also. So if only one number is divisible, that way also you cannot divide. Okay, you have to check which number you are going to divide, it should divide both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, you have to divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number. That way you will divide, and how much you can divide, that much you will go on divide. When you cannot divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same number, there you will stop. That is the reduction of the fraction. That means you are changing into the simplest way, very very small, you are changing it that way. Okay, so for this I will teach whatever the method you can do, that I will teach. You can, which is easy for you, that way you can do, because both the way it will be correct. Okay, now listen. Now let's take for division method. I will tell how to do using the division method. It is not given in the book, it is I am giving. 9 and 30. So you have learned the divisibility test, and you have learned the prime numbers also. Okay, so you must know the prime numbers, and you must know the divisibility test, then only you can do the division method. Okay, so using the divisibility test, you have to check this both numerator and the denominator, which number can divide both the number. Okay, so you can check. You see, this is an odd number, 9 is an odd number, 30 is an even number, it is ending in 0, so it is an even number. So odd number, and one is odd, one is even, so 2 cannot divide. 2 can divide only the even number. So 2 cannot divide 9, but it can divide 30, so you cannot divide by 2. So now next number, so you go sequentially, you have to check all this number. So now 2 cannot divide because 9 is an odd number. So now you will check by 3. So whether you have to check 9 is coming in 3 table. Yes, 9 comes in 3 table. Now 30 also comes in 3 table. Okay, otherwise you can just you have to find the sum of the digits, no? So if the sum of the digit is divisible by 3, then it is divisible by 3. 3 plus 0 is 3, so 3 you can divide. Since the sum you can divide by 3, so this number also can be divided by 3. So now if we check, that means 9 and 30 both can be divided by 3. So let's divide by 3. So how many 3s are 9? 3 3s are 9. Again, now 30 divide by 3. How many 3s are 30? 10 3s are 30. Okay, so now here, now if you check, this is an odd number and this is an even number. So 2 cannot divide. And 3, if you see, this is a prime number. So this can be divided by 1 and 3 only. 3 is a prime number, so it can be divided by 1 and 3. But 10 can be divided by only 1, but 3 cannot divide. So you can use only in these two numbers, since 3 is a prime number, so you can divide this by this, only these two numbers. Okay, so 1, if you divide in, you will get the same number. So 1 we cannot use to divide now, to reduce the fraction. So only 3 you can use, but 3 cannot divide 10. That means this cannot be divided anymore. So with this we can stop. So this is the answer. Okay, so how much you can divide, that way you can do. So this is one method. Okay, another one is using the HCF method. Highest common factor you have to find. So in finding highest common factor also, I will teach two methods. Listen here, you have to find the HCF of 9 and 30.